Hey there, my fishing friends, and welcome back to the channel. Your favorite angler and fishing conditions expert is here with a special forecast. Today, we're diving deep into what awaits us on the waters of Great Britain on the 26th of December, 2025. Forget about hibernating by the fireplace because this day holds some truly intriguing possibilities for winter angling. You might be surprised at what the forecast is telling us, and I'm going to share some insider tips that could turn a quiet winter day into a memorable fishing adventure. This particular day, with its unique blend of stable weather and an encouraging lunar phase, is shaping up to be quite special for those targeting specific cold water species. First up, let's talk about the true titans of winter, the pike. My friends, December is prime time for these aggressive predators, and the colder water often means bigger fish. You'll find them holding in deeper pockets of water in canals, slow-moving rivers, and larger still waters, especially near features like drop-offs, weed beds, or submerged structures where baitfish might seek shelter. Why these spots? Because the colder water means baitfish are often schooled up, and the pike will position themselves strategically for an ambush, conserving energy while waiting for an easy meal. For tackle, a sturdy deadbait rod with a fixed spool reel or a strong baitcaster is key. My go-to setup would be a main line of 12 pounds test, a 20-pound wire trace, and size 6 or 8 treble hooks. As for bait, natural deadbaits are king. Try a small herring, a smelt, or even a section of mackerel. Suspend it under a float or ledger it on the bottom, especially in those deeper areas. Remember, a slow retrieve with a lure or simply letting your deadbait sit can be incredibly effective when pike are conserving energy and reluctant to chase aggressively. Patience is a virtue when targeting these winter giants. Next, for those of you who love river fishing, the chub are a fantastic target in winter. These resilient fish are known to feed actively even in the coldest months. You'll want to target the slower, deeper stretches of rivers, particularly around undercut banks, submerged roots and bridge pilings, where they can find cover and a steady but not overly strong current to bring food. Why these spots? Because it provides them with refuge from the current and a place to find dislodged food items without expending too much energy. A light ledgering setup or a small feeder rod works wonders for chub. I'd recommend a 5 to 8 pound line, a running ledger rig with a short fluorocarbon hook length and a size 10 or 12 hook. For bait, you can't beat bread flake, a small piece of luncheon meat, or even a cluster of maggots. Cast upstream and let your bait trundle naturally down into those likely holding areas. Don't be afraid to try a small, hard cheese cube. It's a little trick that often pays off for winter chub, as the strong scent can attract them even in sluggish conditions. Now, for our sea anglers, the cod are the undisputed kings of winter coastal fishing. As the water temperatures drop, these magnificent fish move closer to shore, making them accessible from piers, breakwaters, and even some beaches. Look for areas with rough ground, rocky outcrops, or deeper channels, especially after a period of unsettled weather. Why these locations? The rough ground provides both food and shelter, and slightly discolored water after a storm can give them confidence to feed closer in. A heavy beach caster with a 5 to 6 ounce lead and a pulley rig is essential for casting big baits and dealing with potential snags. For bait, you need something big and smelly: lugworm, ragworm, squid, or a cocktail of all three. Don't be shy with your bait presentation. Fishing during the hours of darkness, especially around high tide, can significantly increase your chances of connecting with a proper winter cod. Alright, let's break down the conditions for December 26th. The air temperature across Great Britain will be chilly, ranging from about 1 to 6 degrees Celsius. We're looking at generally stable conditions with a good chance of high atmospheric pressure, which often means dry weather. Winds will be light, coming from the southwest, typically around 2 on the Beaufort scale. There's only a slight chance of any precipitation, mainly in the form of light rain or perhaps a few snowflakes in the northwest. This stable, cold and mostly dry weather with light winds is generally quite favorable for winter fishing. While the cold will make fish less active, The stability means fewer abrupt changes to spook them. Keep an eye out for overnight frost, though, which can make bankside conditions slippery. Water temperatures in our coastal areas will be cold, hovering around 8 to 12 degrees Celsius. Inland waters, especially shallow lakes and rivers, will be even colder, likely just a few degrees above freezing. This low temperature means fish metabolism is significantly reduced. They won't be chasing baits aggressively or expending much energy. They'll be looking for easy meals and holding in areas where food is concentrated or where they can find a slight thermal advantage, like deeper areas or near warm water discharges if available. On the 26th of December, we have a waxing crescent moon with about 33 to 45% illumination, nearing its first quarter. Many anglers believe that a waxing moon can stimulate fish activity as its gravitational pull gradually increases, affecting tides and, potentially, fish feeding patterns. While it's not a full moon frenzy, this phase often brings a steady, improving bite, especially as the moon rises in the morning and sets in the evening. Considering all these factors, the overall fish activity will be subdued compared to warmer months, but certainly not absent. We're in the heart of winter, so many species are less energetic. However, the stable weather and the improving lunar phase should encourage cold water species like pike, chub, perch, and cod to feed. They won't be actively patrolling vast areas. Instead, they'll be holding tight to cover and structure, waiting for an easy meal. This means precision and patience will be your best friends. Don't expect a fast and furious bite. Instead, anticipate subtle takes and concentrated feeding periods. Based on this analysis, my friends, I'm rating the fishing prospects for December 26th as fair to good. The stable high pressure and light winds are a big plus, offsetting the general cold of winter. The waxing crescent moon also leans towards an improving bite. Expect a somewhat capricious bite for some species, but for those targeting the winter specialists with the right tactics, it could be a surprisingly rewarding day. The key will be to find the fish, present your bait slowly and accurately, and be patient. So there you have it, my friends, your comprehensive fishing forecast for the 26th of December 2025. I truly hope this helps you plan your next winter adventure on the water. Remember, even in the coldest months, there are always opportunities for a great catch. Now I want to hear from you. What are your go-to winter fishing spots? What's your secret weapon bait for pike or chub in the cold? Share your tips and experiences in the comments below. And if you found this forecast helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more expert advice, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Until next time, stay warm, stay safe, and may your lines be tight. Tight lines, everyone, and may you have a truly successful day on the water. No tail, no scales.